first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds. Let's see what we're working with. We got Lamont. What's up, Lamont? What it do? Kim, I see you, I see you. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? T-Bone, what's up? Yeah. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I see you, Dre Rax. Trump is not having a good day, y'all. He's not having a good day. He woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Things did not go his way. He wagged his finger at some other countries, and they defied him. And that is a no. You can't defy the God, politician. You can't defy the chief, Big Daddy. Mad Rex, what's up? Is that OG Cateas? Oh, man. Let me get into it, fam. Let's get into it. I ain't no use to holding back. So, as you know, yesterday, Trump declared a ceasefire between Iran and Israel. Well, apparently Israel did not get the message. Or perhaps, perhaps Israel did not get the message because, according to Iran, Israel fired on them and they had to retaliate. Iran said they paused their attacks on Israel on Monday, but also stated it had not come to a final conclusion. They didn't make a decision. They didn't agree on the ceasefire. They just paused their firing on Israel, but they did not agree to a ceasefire. Meanwhile, Israel apparently had agreed to the ceasefire, but then broke that agreement. And so here we are. Iran has repeatedly made it clear that Israel, not them, started the war. In fact, this war has been going on for actually a long time, but Iran said that Israel launched a war on Iran first, not the other way around. As of now, there is no agreement. So they're saying that all this talking that Trump been doing, he been lying. I can't believe it. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that Donald Trump, your president, lied. I'm not accepting that, man. I'm not going to accept that. This is the president of the United States of America. Why would he lie? Why would he lie? Makes no sense. It's insane. However, provided that the Israeli regime stops its illegal aggression against the Iranian people no later than 4 a.m. Tehran time, we have no intention to continue our response afterwards. The final decision on the cessation of our military operations will be made later. Shortly after, in a separate post, the Prime Minister said that the military operation of our powerful armed forces to punish Israel for its aggression continued until the very last minute at 4 a.m. Together with all Iranians, I thank our brave armed forces who remain ready to defend our dear country until their last drop of blood, and who responded to any attack by the enemy until the very last minute. You know, it's absolutely amazing after all of these years and all of this proof of concept regarding war that these countries, these people in these countries that lead these countries still cannot have an understanding, will not let their self-interest and pride take a backseat to the greater good for the people. These dictators, and make no mistake, America has a dictator also. But these type of guys, these tyrants, these authoritarians, they really do not care about people. They don't care about those people in the army. They can talk all that shit they want to, talking about our brave men and women and our armed forces and our, man, you got to be a joker if you believe that stuff that's coming out their mouths. You got to be insane if you believe any of that. But they know y'all ready to serve. Yes, sir. Got the uniform on. Yes, sir. Soldiers. They just tell you something, you just act like a robot. I couldn't do it. Ironically, I was going to do it before I got in a jam in high school. I was going to join the Air Force. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm going to join the Air Force. I'm going to be a fighter pilot. Yeah, that's where I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a fighter pilot. And I got sidetracked by the streets. So messed around and got a jacket, and that messed everything up for me. Limited my options, but everything turned out okay. I'm glad I didn't do it. Because now that I realize what it's really about, what's all of this stuff really about, it makes no sense to have all these people out here getting killed, losing their lives, because two suckers can't agree on something. Thousands of motherfuckers die for nothing. You can't pay me to join an army camp or any other military branch of the United States of that America be a soldier what for. They put us on the front line, but when it comes to getting ahead, they put us way behind. I ain't getting my leg shot off while Trump old ass is on TV playing golf. I wrote that in what was that? What year was that? 91. I wrote that in 91. Yeah. The crazy thing is that song still, all of those words still hold true today. Absolutely amazing. They're going to send your kids out there to fight the war. They're going to send you to fight the war. They're going to send your kids, your grandkids to go out there and get themselves killed on their behalf. And most of the time, they won't even be recognized. Only in special circumstances where they give you a little medal or something and invite you invite your people to the White House or something and parade you around, and 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 that's supposed to suffice your sacrifice. Nah, you can keep your symbolism. You can keep your little awards, keep your little medals and all that. I don't give a damn about none of your parades, none of that. What is this all about? Muhammad Ali refused to fall for the okie doke. He refused to allow them to make him some type of a pawn, a clown. Now, I get it, fam. If you go into the military, you're going there to get some money. You know, you're going there to get some structure. You know, you ain't got no options. I get it. You want to go there and get you some free education. So, you know, so they can pay for your education. Go in there, put your 4 years in so they can pay for your education. Not too bad of a move. But going there talking about serving, like going out to go out and kill people on behalf of at the behest of this government, something got to be wrong with you. Something has to be wrong with you. Blind leading the blind. These countries have thousands of years of receipts regarding the carnage that war brings, and they still can't get right. These countries been fighting for decades and decades and decades, and all they got to show for it is dead bodies. That's it. Your actions should be consistent with the outcome that you want. So if you want to keep going back and forth, they hit, you hit that. If you want to keep going back and forth with that, then you try to not get understanding. You ignore the law, you break the law, you violate people, you try to take, you invade. That's not consistent with wanting to preserve life. So all they do is kill each other and destroy buildings. And when America get involved, they go in and pick the side of their ally, destroy another country, then go in, swoop in, and play the hero. So first they play the victim, then, first they create chaos, then they play the victim, and then they swoop in and play the hero. So let me destroy this nation. I'm gonna destroy I'm gonna destroy your schools. We're gonna destroy your hospitals. We're gonna destroy your federal buildings. We're gonna destroy every single institution that holds a community up, that holds a nation up. We're gonna destroy all of that. We're gonna destroy your airports. We're gonna destroy your transportation system. We're gonna destroy your bridges. We're gonna cripple you. We're gonna do you so bad that you're gonna be begging for us to come back and help you rebuild. And we over here with the bag right here. We got the bag after we hit you with the bombs and stuff. We got the bag over here. We got the bag right here. I know you want what's in this bag, don't you? Don't you? Bow down and kiss the rain, and we'll come back and help you rebuild. Bow down and kiss the rain. Not only are we gonna help you rebuild, we're gonna give some of y'all some jobs. Some of y'all gonna have it better than others. We're gonna make sure you get some food, because some of y'all are gonna be starving. We're gonna let some of y'all, but before we give you some food, we're gonna let some of y'all starve to death. go in, create chaos, and then swoop in and play the hero. That's the move. No country that America has ever invaded was better off after America invaded it. All these countries where America invade and America says we're coming in to help the people. This guy is treating his people bad, so we're going to come in under the guise of humanitarian efforts. All of these countries, and I mean all of them, are worse off than they were before America so-called came in to help them. All of those countries are owned by America also. Their leadership is owned by America. America decides. Like the other day, I heard Trump saying something about how Iran needs to get a new leader. They need a new leader. So basically, Iran needs a leader that America, who is Iran's enemy, agrees with, who America approves. Can you imagine that? Your enemy approving your leader? It's the most ridiculous thing ever, fam. It is the most ridiculous thing ever. Your enemy approving your leader. Trump is over there looking at other folks' house, talking about what they need to do to clean up. And he over here already been voted the absolute worst president in the history of America. He ain't even a strong leader, but he over there looking at the other country talking about they need another leader. So Trump did something today that I don't recall any U.S. president ever doing. He chastised Israel. Yeah, he chastised Israel. Told Israel and Iran they don't know what the F they're doing. The president of the United States, by the way, Trump is the most uncouth president in the history of presidents in the U.S. This dude dropped the F-bomb while talking to reporters. The president. If the president does not practice proper decorum, if the president behaves in an uncouth manner, if the president has no class, what hope does the rest of us have collectively? I mean, I got hope. I'm good. You got hope. You good. We good. We good over here. But I'm talking about the rest of them, because a lot of them get their cue from the president. A lot of them see it, well, that's the way the president behaves, then it must be okay. If you notice, a lot of these senators and state reps and Congress people have started behaving like uncivilized much, the way they talk, especially that Marjorie chick. She totally uncouth. No class whatsoever. But they get it from Trump because they see, oh, this is what I got to do to get votes. Oh, this is what I got to do to make them like me. I got to keep it real. I got to be real. I got to tell them how I feel. I got to insult people. I got to pick a battle every day with my own people. I got to talk down on my own people. I got to pick a fight with athletes and entertainers and war heroes and their widows. I saw somebody say in the comments, I don't know who it was, somebody said something. Uh, what was that? But Jasmine Crockett, it has class, question mark. So here go the deal. Watch this, fam. I'm finna make a whole lot of sense. Why is it when somebody can't defend the person that's being uh, accused of something, that their default is to throw another person into the fire? Their default is to mention another person. So you mean to tell me you got a hero, you got this Messiah that y'all love so much, and you can't defend his record? The only way you can defend his record is to talk about somebody else's record or to talk about somebody else? Like every damn time you say something about Trump, well, what about Obama? Well, what about Clinton? Well, Hillary Clinton? Well, what about Bernie Murdoch? I mean, what's his name? Not Bernie Murdoch. Bernie, what's his name? Bernie Sanders. Well, what about Bernie Sanders? Well, what about Jasmine Crockett? Stick to the point. Stick to the topic. I just said a whole bunch about your president. Can you refute it? And how? And do it in a tactful, civilized manner. Can you do that? Can you provide proof otherwise? You can't. That's why you try to throw other people's name in so you can try to get people off their game, so you can make people forget and not concentrate on what's on the topic at hand and to look at your guy. Because that's one of the things that Trump do very well. He's very good at deflecting. When somebody calls him out about something, instead of him defending his own record, instead of him saying, you know what, you're lying, I did this and I did this and I did that, he goes, well, what about Obama? Obama. It's almost like, it's akin to having a dispute with your significant other, and that significant other brings up your ex. Well, what about Sharon? Well, what about Jessica? What about Tom? Well, what about Marcellus? You get what I'm saying, fam? Do you get what I'm saying? Defend the record. If somebody calls out your guy, defend his record based on his own merit, based on the merit of his record. Don't try to talk about what somebody else did or didn't do. Defend the record. You can't do it. I'm hip to you. I got you just like this. I got you. I know you. I'm familiar with you. I know all your tactics. I know all your tactics. I know that you're great at deflecting and pivoting. I got you down pat. I know what you're going to do before you do it. Judge Dredge, what's up? What's up, Keita B? And T. TJ, what up? T Gallagher. T Sizzle. Deep Thought. Supreme. Supreme says Jasmine Crockett did seem like she had class a few years ago before Democrats told her to act ghetto. What did she do that was ghetto? That's what I want to know. What did she do that was ghetto? Explain that to me. See, ghetto is really just another word for black. When a lot of people say ghetto, they just mean that you black. You just black and I don't like you. So you ghetto. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. They don't like when a black person stand on business. So they're gonna call you ghetto. That's deflecting. Because they ain't got nothing else for you. They can't refute. They can't argue with your point. They can't argue with your point. They can't call you a liar. So they just ghetto. See, and really, and also I'm gonna go further than that, fam. Ghetto is a euphemism for the N-word. They want to call you the N-word. But they just say, oh, ghetto. When's the last time you seen, so you see people in parliament, people in Congress, leaders going at it all the time. Sometimes they have actual fights. Sometimes they fight. And you never hear them say ghetto unless it's a black person. You see what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So yeah, ghetto is a euphemism for black. So it don't matter so all you black people out there who think that when they say ghetto, they ain't talking about you, they talking about you too. Some of y'all got money, some of y'all got, you got class, and you carry yourself in a dignified manner. So you try to separate yourself from that word and think that when they use that word, they're just talking about them. No, they're talking about you too. And why you don't hear people talk about Trump being ghetto? He just dropped the F-bomb. He always talking like a hood ghetto dude. He be talking about dropping missiles on bombing people and calling people out their names and all kinds. If that ain't goddamn ghetto, I don't know what is. The dude all in the White House ordering Kentucky Fried Chicken. That ain't ghetto? Eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and pizza and Diet Coke and Cheetos. That ain't ghetto? He got three, four different baby mamas. That ain't ghetto? Using the people money, using the public money for his own benefit, cutting deals with other countries to get him a private jet, and running it through his foundation, so he can use it in the private sector. That ain't ghetto. That's not ghetto. So until y'all start calling Trump ghetto, I don't want to hear none of that y'all talking. Don't tell me nothing about nobody until you call out your supreme God, the leader, your Messiah. I don't want to hear nothing. Jasmine Crockett ain't said nothing wrong. She met them chumps where they are. She checked them. When they go low, you go lower. You don't give them no break. You go lower. When they go low, you go lower. Jasmine Crockett don't call nobody out who don't call her out or who ain't out there acting uncivilized. And she gonna call them out. They got the nerve to try to call Jasmine. They call her ghetto because she black, fam. Because it's white folks that do the same thing she do. They just ain't as articulate as she is. Yeah, that's right. I said it. They just ain't as cold-blooded with them words as she is. They don't stick it like she stick it. Yeah. But make no mistake, they are just as wild and unpredictable as she can be. She meets them where they are. And I'm here for it. Chill out, man. Are you serious? You coming over here telling me to chill out? You better be playing or you can go somewhere else, partner. You don't tell me how to talk on my own channel. Chill out. Ain't no chill out. Chill out. If you don't like how I talk, change the channel, man. YouTube got about 1 million channels. At least 1 million channels out there. You don't like what I say, you don't like how I talk, change the channel. In fact, I'm saying 1 million. I think YouTube probably got like 100 million channels out there. Let me see, how many channels is how many channels? YouTube. Boom. Okay, 51 million. That was in 2022. So YouTube had over 51 million channels in 2022. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can find, I'm sure out of that 51 million channels, you can find at least one that you're able to listen to and agree with. I'm sure. But I will not be conforming. I will not conform. I will not be silent so you can be comfortable. That ain't gonna happen. So get used to it. What's up, Isaac Reed? Oh, they can't stand when a black person stand like a man or stand on business, say what they want to say and speak their mind freely. Oh, but anybody else do it. Oh, that's honorable. You know why they don't like it when we speak our mind freely? You know why they can't stand to hear a black woman speak freely? Because in their minds, we should be thankful that we're not slaves anymore. Like we owe them something. Like we need to just tiptoe around life. We should just tiptoe around life and just be grateful that we're free. That's what that's about. That's right, I said it. That's what that's about. When they see a black person uh, having fun or living life or whatever, if the black person do anything that's inconsistent with what they think they should be doing, they lose their shit. Just like when the police pull black folks over and black people want to exert their rights and they want to question the police. The police try to shut it down real fast because they don't respect the fact that black people have freedoms. In their mind, they thinking of us as slaves, and we should just be grateful that we're free. So we need to be good little. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Never, never will I conform. Never gonna conform. Let me back up with the comply, because comply is different depending on what you're dealing with. But conform, I will not conform, and I will never, ever, ever be silent so you can be comfortable. I don't like you like that. I don't care to assimilate. I care about my people. I don't do what I do for your approval. They mad if Jasmine Crockett was a white woman, they'd be dropping bombs all day. Protect Jasmine Crockett at all costs. Jasmine Crockett is an intelligent MTG. An intelligent MTG. Yeah. An attractive MTG. That's right, I said it. Intelligent, attractive, sharp, good. She's everything that MTG is not. But they love MTG. Why? Because MTG upholds the status quo. Yeah. Now we're getting down to the good part. Yeah. She upholds the status quo. Yeah. That's what they like. That's what they like. And if you're black, you stay in your place and you agree and you don't make no waves. Because if you stand on anything, especially if you challenge their almighty leader, oh man, oh, they coming for you. This is how I know when somebody is actually for us. If they hate them, they're probably good for us. If they hate them, they probably love us. The person they hate probably loves us. Yeah. Because as long as you ain't do nothing, as long as you do not help black people in any way, you can be the most asinine person ever. You can be the dumbest person ever. Herschel Walker. And they will support you. They will love you. They'll say nothing bad about you. But stand on business. Love your people. Protect your people. Stand up for your people. And they're going to make you an enemy. The reason why I started following Jasmine Crockett is because of them. Soon as I saw that they was hating her, I was like, well, who is this new friend I have here? Who is this? Oh, let me automatically follow her. I don't even have to hear the rest of what she got to say. Because if they hate her, I know it's because she's looking out for her people. So let me follow. Let me like her. Yeah. And the more they hate her, the more I love her. Yeah. Maxine Waters. The more they hate her, the more I love her. Yeah. Because they don't love nothing or nobody that benefits black people, that ride for black people, that stand up for black people, that is trying to protect black people. They don't love none of them. But they got a whole lot of blacks that's in office that you never hear them saying anything about because they status quo blacks. They just the status quo. You ain't never gonna have no problem. They don't make no waves. They just kind of like go along to get along, you know. And that's the way life is. Yeah, I base my allies on who their enemies are. I like Iran. I like Iran. Yeah. Yeah, I like the Iranian leaders. I like the Iranian leader. I like a man that's gonna stand on business and say, nah, man, you hit us, we gonna hit you. You talk down on us, we can talk down on you. Who the hell are you? Can't get me like that. A lot of Americans are slow. A lot of Americans, they robots. They just, whatever somebody say, that's what it is. That's what it is for a lot of Americans. We just slow. We don't do no critical thinking whatsoever. We just see America don't like them, and then so automatically we think that somehow America is protecting us. We ain't thinking that they going over there messing with them folks because they trying to get that land or they trying to get that oil. They're trying to get those minerals. We ain't thinking on that level. We always fall for the propaganda. Always fall for the banana in the tailpipe. They run the same play over and over and over and over again. Just crank up the propaganda machine. And we fall right for it every single time. What's up, Queen? Queen 833, what's up? Yeah, if they can't control you, they want to destroy you. They can't control you, they want to destroy you. They try to figure out ways to destroy you if they can't control you. Why would anybody want to live in a country like that? Like, I mean, why would anybody want to approve of leadership like that? Why would you want to approve of that type of leadership that tries to control people? And then if they can't control them, they kill them. Why would you want to support that? Why would you believe in a country like that? America has the potential to actually be great. To actually be great. The potential is there. But the will from the leadership is not there. The leadership don't care nothing about being great. The leadership care about getting money. American leadership cares about getting money. Get that money, man. Getting money. So, this military and these warheads, it's not to protect the people. Because if they wanted to protect the people, they could start with our food and water supply. So they don't care about us like that. That military is to protect them and their interests. That's what the military is for. That's what the nukes and the bombs and all. That is so that they can continue to live that elite life. they can continue to have that life. That military is for them. It ain't for us. But they got to make it seem like it's for America so that we can approve of it and we can be okay with it. Boss Griswold, what's up? JJ, Taylor Nubia. Angela Dadnack, what's up? I like the fact that those small countries fight back. I like that. That's, to me, that's akin to any person that might be the underdog, not letting somebody just bust them across the head and not fighting back. I thought we loved those type of stories. I thought we loved the underdog stories. Well, why doesn't that apply, to foreign countries? These little small countries got more balls. These leaders in these small countries that stand up to America and China and Russia got more balls than those countries have because they don't have the military might. But they got heart. And you can't wipe them off the map because they're everywhere. Yeah, you can go in and kill them and destroy their military bases and their infrastructure. You can do all of that. You can kill a million of them, and a million new ones will be born and will challenge you as soon as they get back right. They ain't got no quit in them, because you can kill a body, but you can't kill a spirit. It's their spirit that makes them fight back. It's that spirit. You cannot kill a spirit. And that's what America don't understand. They keep on bombing and bombing. Yeah, they won't stop. Yeah, they keep on. We kill 1,000 of them, they kill one of us. We kill 1,000, they hit one of us. We kill 1,000, we get 5. We lose 5. They don't give a damn. They still we still gonna hit back. We still swinging. We're not gonna stop swinging. They keep fighting back because you can't kill a spirit. For every single act of violence perpetrated against them people, they're going to make sure they kill some other people. Somebody going to pay for it. And it might not even happen in the country that attacked them. It might happen to one of their allies, but somebody going to pay. Every single time. They don't forget nothing. And they mark those dates as commemorable dates to get back at you. Oh yeah, man, them people ain't playing like that. People ain't playing. America come through, dropping the bombs or whatever. They can't beat America. They can't match America military might like that. So they practice guerrilla warfare. They got cells over here, sleeper cells over here, boop, 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 boop. They all over the world. You can't stop them. Even if you kill them, you can't stop them. Because the next one will gladly die to uphold the honor. They'll gladly die. They salute. They be proud. They will proudly die for the cause. Americans ain't built like that. Americans are built to bully. And if Americans, and I'm not saying all, but most Americans are built to win the fight and be bullies. So if America feel like it can't win the fight, they're not going to get into the fight. If Americans feel they can't win the fight, they're not going to get into the fight. These people is like, man, it ain't about the fight. It's about the war. So they'll keep on killing and dying for decades and decades and decades. You can't just round a few of them up and beat them up or kill them or force them to tell on the other guys. You can't do that. if somebody do tell, the rest of them, they gonna wipe out the whole family. They gonna not just get him, they gonna get his whole family. You can't. That's because that's the spirit. You can't kill it. The spirit motivates mothers to have new babies, to come up and avenge the death of their fathers, their grandmothers, and so on. Them kids, they learn from day one. They're programmed. You can't kill that. You can kill the body, but you can't kill the spirit, because the spirit is so deep that, man, every child born is on code. Imagine that. Every child born is on code. You can't stop that. You got kids all in the UK, America, Australia. They're living their life. They ain't messing with nobody. But let them come back with the word. They'll give them an assignment and say, okay, in 13 years, on this day, you are to go and do this, this, and this, and thy will be done. Ain't no Americans built like that. People serious about that, man. You can't kill that. That's a spirit. You can't enslave that. That's a spirit. You can't enslave it. You can try. You can't enslave it. They will not allow you to make them a slave. They'd rather die. They'd rather die. Being a slave is not honorable. They'd rather die. That's honorable. But before they die, before they'd rather die, they'd rather kill. You can't stop that. They try to scare us about these other countries. Ooh, women can't show their arms. Women got to hide their face. Women can walk down the street at 4 o'clock in the morning and not get raped and murdered too. They ain't gonna tell you that part. I know. I lived overseas in the Middle East. I know. I've seen it myself. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, that woman got on. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. She walking down the street by herself. Ain't nobody trying to rape. Ain't nobody getting raped or nobody getting killed. They try to get us to hate on their culture the way they try to get us to hate on African culture, because they don't want us to know the truth and they don't want us to ever come together, link up. So the best thing to do is Crank that propaganda machine up and talk about the shortcomings and how bad it is over there. Don't talk about nothing good now. Don't speak on nothing good. Just talk about all the bad stuff. Don't talk about nothing good about Africa. Just talk about what's bad. Just talk about the bad stuff. You know, don't talk about how they save lives. Just talk about the lives lost. Just talk about the few uncivilized mutts that have done wrong, that have killed people. Kind of like you know how we see the uncivilized mutts in the United States. We only see the uncivilized mutts. This is what they show. This is what they project. But they don't project the people out here that are saving lives, the people who are out here practicing good Samaritan work. They don't show that. They only show the bad because they want to make sure that they paint the image in a negative manner. And why would they do that? Well, if they can show the worst of us, then, and they can make us look bad, they can justify their mistreatment of us. And that's what happened. You have people that come in and they see black people being treated badly, and they go, well, he must have did something, must have deserved it. You see what I mean? All right, fam, that's my time. Oh, man, I didn't realize I was on that long. Yeah, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live, fam. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk. Reggie Jackson, what's up? All right. No more talk.